In the heart of the Pernambuco backcountry, Brazil, there is a place that feels like it was plucked from another planet. A landscape so surreal that, at first glance, it reminds you of Mars, with its reddish mountains, gigantic canyons, and rock formations that defy the imagination. And the most impressive part? This place remains completely unknown to most of the world. Welcome to Catimbau Valley. Hidden between the Agreste and the Sertão of Pernambuco, Catimbau guards one of the most extraordinary landscapes in South America. It's a place where time seems to have stood still, where the wind whispers to the stones, and where every rock wall hides fragments of a story that began thousands of years ago. Upon arriving at the valley, the feeling is immediate. You realize you've entered a different territory. The rocks rise on the horizon like giant, hand-sculpted monuments. Some look like medieval towers. Others resemble natural fortresses abandoned in the middle of the wilderness. There are formations that look like human faces, animals, and structures so impossible that you can hardly believe they were molded by nothing but nature's force. And perhaps the most impressive thing is the silence. A deep, profound silence, broken only by the wind rushing through the canyons and the dry sound of footsteps on the hot sand. It's as if the valley itself forces anyone who enters to slow down and observe every detail. Many call Catimbau the Grand Canyon of the Northeast. But the truth is, it has a character all its own. A unique identity. There is a different energy in that place. A mixture of grandeur, isolation, and mystery that turns the valley into something much deeper than just a pretty landscape. Because the true treasure of Catimbau isn't just in the rocks. It's hidden in the caves, the cliff walls, and the natural shelters scattered throughout the valley. Places where ancestral peoples left marks that have survived for thousands of years, practically intact. We are talking about the second largest archaeological park in Brazil. There are dozens of archaeological sites with cave paintings scattered across the stone walls. Drawings created long before writing ever existed. Silent records of people who lived in that region when the world was completely different. And the most impressive part is imagining how those strokes have survived the passage of time. They survived the strong winds of the backcountry, the rain, and the extreme heat. They survived while empires rose and fell in other parts of the planet. And even today, they remain there, preserved in the shadows of Catimbau's caves. Every painting tells a story. Some show animals from that era. Others depict hunts, rituals, and symbols that continue to intrigue archaeologists and researchers to this day. They are clues left behind by the first inhabitants of that land. It's as if they were trying to send a message to the future, and we have finally arrived to find it. It's impossible to look at those walls without feeling a deep connection to the past. Because, in that instant, you realize that someone was there thousands of years before you. They watched the same sky. They felt the same wind. They walked the same stone trails. And that completely changes the way we see this place. The Catimbau Valley stops being just an impressive landscape and transforms into a true time tunnel. But to understand why this place exists, we need to go even further back into the past. Long before humans ever arrived there. About 100 million years ago, this region was completely different from the dry backcountry we see today. Geologists believe the area was once covered by massive fluvial environments, sedimentary basins, and ancient riverbeds that deposited enormous amounts of sand, clay, and gravel over millions of years. Over time, all this material was compressed under immense pressure until it turned into solid rock, sandstone. But nature wasn't finished with its work yet. After these rocks were formed, a slow and relentless process of erosion began. The intense heat of the Sertão, the sharp temperature shifts between day and night, the constant winds, and the torrential rains began to wear down the landscape bit by bit. For millions of years, the wind acted like a giant piece of natural sandpaper. The weaker parts of the rocks gradually disappeared. The more resistant parts remained standing. And that is exactly what gave rise to the breathtaking shapes we see today. Gigantic towers, natural arches, deep canyons, reddish cliff walls that look like sets from a science fiction movie. Catimbau is a masterpiece sculpted by time. And the more you observe those formations, the harder it becomes to believe that it was all created solely by the actions of nature. The colors also help make the place even more surreal. Depending on the sun's position, the rocks change their hue completely. At times, they turn golden. In others, they take on deep, intense shades of red. At dawn and dusk, the valley seems to set on fire under the light of the Sertão. It is a silent spectacle. And even in the midst of such a dry and extreme environment, life insists on emerging. The Caatinga that covers the region is one of the most resilient types of vegetation on the planet. Plants adapted to water scarcity have developed incredible strategies to survive. Some store water inside their own bodies. Others have deep roots that cross through rock crevices in search of moisture hidden deep underground. Everything there is about survival. And perhaps that is exactly what makes Catimbau so fascinating. It is a natural monument built by resistance. The resistance of stone against the wind. The resistance of vegetation against the drought. The resistance of humanity in the face of the Sertão's hardships. The communities living near the park have learned, over generations, to respect the rhythm of that land. For them, the valley is not just a tourist spot. It is part of their own cultural identity. A sacred place where nature, memory, and survival walk hand in hand. The communities living near the park have learned, over generations, to respect the rhythm of that land. For them, the valley is not just a tourist spot. It is part of their own cultural identity. A sacred place where nature, memory, and survival walk hand in hand. And there is something almost impossible to explain when you are there. Perhaps it's the sense of smallness in the face of the giant rocks. Perhaps it's the silence. Or maybe it's the realization that those walls hold memories far older than any modern city. The fact is, Catimbau forces us to reflect. It reminds us that we exist for only a brief moment in the face of Earth's immense history. As we walk those trails, we are literally traversing millions of years of geological history and thousands of years of human history at the same time. Few places in Brazil can evoke such a powerful feeling. And yet, Catimbau Valley remains a secret to most people. Perhaps because it's far from the major urban centers. Perhaps because the backcountry is still underestimated by many. Or perhaps because some of the planet's greatest treasures tend to remain hidden in the most unlikely places. But there is a truth impossible to ignore. Catimbau is one of Brazil's most impressive heritages. And protecting that place is not just an environmental or archaeological issue. It is about safeguarding the memory of the first peoples who lived on our territory. It is ensuring that future generations can still look at those cave paintings and feel the same sense of wonder that we feel today. Because there are places that do not belong only to the present. They belong to the history of humanity. And Catimbau Valley is one of them. Well, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed exploring this corner of our planet as much as I did. If you liked getting to know this place, don't forget to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel. It helps a lot and it's completely free for you. Also, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss our next destination. And of course, let me know in the comments, did you already know about this place, or did it make you want to pack your bags right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next video.